This guy's going to come into the starting team and is going to, on current form, be a starter for Ireland for the foreseeable future. If we wanted to overreact to his form over the festive period, who starts with him, who starts in the back row?
You have to make the decision on what you're doing with Tyke Byrne, if Peter O'Mahony's in your plan or not. So you got to have your line-out plan sorted first before you kind of think of him as an individual, and then you go from there. Really, I think for me, James Ryan is a cert starter, so it's whoever goes in with him. So if you've Pete starting because he's a big part of your line-out, then you have to have maybe more likely Tyke Byrne in there. So how do you leave him out and have Big Joe coming off the bench?
So he's not a starter yet.
Well, no, I think he could be. He could be, but I think it depends on who plays six, and how you justify leaving Tyke Byrne out of that team, because
You can't.
I feel like you can't. I don't know what do you lads think. Like, can you see a world where yes, okay, so Joe, what does he bring in? He brings you. He's unbelievably athletic for a big fella. We don't really make Irish lads as big and as strong as that. So they'll probably come down to who you're playing against.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, do you need this extra size and dynamism? But like Joe's probably gonna give you maybe one turnover, but he might give away a penalty because he's on the edge so much of, he's a bit of a toje in terms of he might win you a couple of penalties, but he'll probably lose a couple of penalties because he's just so annoying at the rucks, and he's always at, and it's brilliant. But it's like, what do you want from the game? Well, like Tig, he's probably going to give you 3 turnover penalties. He's not going to give the ball up once. He's going to be very good around the ruck, the line out. He's very good at that, taking to the line and passing out the back. How do you justify, not playing him, but maybe against South Africa or against a bigger side, you want that extra bit of beef, so maybe then that's how you justify it. But
You can play
it's a long conversation. It's not one I'd like to be involved in.